Okay, good day everyone to our subject, Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person. So, this is the third lesson of the topic, the meaning of the human being. So, titled Our Purpose. In this lesson, you will be able to understand different views about life and death. So, let us start with this question. Okay, in your own mind, how can I make the most of life when I have a limited time on earth? Okay, how can make the most of your life when you have a limited time on earth? Okay. So, let us discuss the different ideas about that. So, according to uh, Arthur Schopenhauer beliefs about death. So, what are your thoughts about this? No, he believed that the death is the cessation of consciousness. So it is the end of living, and our daily lives are simply a step-by-step path toward death. So kumbaga, we live our life, no? We always we do this, but all of that, there's always an ending. So that is the cessation of consciousness. That is death, no? According to Christian belief in death, no? Christian belief in death. So, Christians have different beliefs about death. So a person is put on earth for a mission her or she must fulfill. And when that person time is done, he or she will be reunited with God. So death becomes a way for a person to receive God's everlasting. So as a Christian, no, we always pray to God and we always do or we always um, seek God's kanang guidance always. But when the everlasting life, no, if we want to receive the everlasting life, we need to die, no? That's in our Christian belief. So in the Islamic belief in death, so Islam has a particular view about the death, no? So life and death are phenomena in accordance with Allah's will. So Muslim regard death as the final journey. So they believe that an angel of death will remove the soul of the dead, either painlessly or painfully, depending on whether the dead live a righteous or sinful life. So in Hinduism belief in death is a process of samsara. So it is described as a pattern of living, dying, and being reincarnated. So it believes that the spirit of the person living inside the individual is part of their God or the Brahman that regards as it is internal or it's eternal, sorry. Buddhism believes in death. So death is a cycle of living and being reborn. For example, for Buddhists, a person can live an infinite number of times until he or she accomplishes nirvana. So a state where agony and pleasure are ultimately gone. So in the Buddhism, there are eightfold path. First is right to understanding. Second, right to thoughts, right to speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right meditation. That is the eightfold path. Buddhism provides the path to achieving nirvana. So, if you want to achieve nirvana, you need to follow the eightfold of Buddhism. So, the dynamic living. So, right. So, in this one, no, another one half cross twice sheet of paper, and after doing this task, submit to your class president. So, in the dynamic living, so write the things you want to do, achieve, and share, no, with others while you are still alive. So, what do these things says about your life and meaning and purpose? Just simply write the things you want to do, achieve, and share to us, no. According to Rosenberg, there are times when people define life by past or present happening or experiences. Most of the time, people describe a meaningful and purposeful life by the good events while they are still living. The truth that life is limited makes an individual not waste his or her time on earth. His or her actions, character, behavior, likes, dislikes, friends, places, activities, and others are all part of the experience that define life. And this is the end of the third lesson of the topic, the meaning of the human being. And that would be all. Thank you, everyone.